This is one of my dream cars. It was like a bucket list car that I had to drive. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get one of these, but I'm gonna have to start working hard and saving every penny because I want one of these that bad. Mustangs have always been the car that I gravitate to. And ever since I've loved them, I've always kind of been climbing the ladder trying to get the next best thing. And whenever I was in high school, the GT350 came out. I was lucky enough to have a family friend that was a GM of a Ford dealership, and whenever the Focus RS, the Raptor, the GT350, and the 350R came out, he let me review all 4 of those new off their lot, which was a crazy rare experience that not a lot of people got to have. And ever since then, I always wanted a GT350. It was just the peak Mustang for me. It was the one that I always wanted. It was the dream car that I was always trying to achieve. And after years and years of hard work and support from loved ones, I was finally able to make it happen. And that's what you're gonna see in this video. But there is a problem. In this video, you'll see me not only buying that car, but also selling it. And I'll get into why, and I'll get into all the details later. But for now, I want you guys to see the reveal video of the GT350 that I bought, that I was planning on posting before, but ultimately never did. Well, if you're watching this, it means that I sold the Mustang. So, yeah, this is about to be the last startup of this car. This is definitely a bittersweet moment. Got the interior all detailed for him. I mean, I even have the tag still. But this thing's pretty much mint. He's getting a great car. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get it started up, and I'm gonna pull it outside. See, I have my license plate off of there. Just gonna get one last walk around of the car, and the transporter's down the road. I gotta meet him, but I mean, you can just see how mint this interior really is. I'm gonna miss this one. This is gonna be hard. There it is. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. The money's already in my account, so I have to. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I hope I don't regret this. I posted a video of this car, like, after I got it, last summer probably. And I was gonna do more videos with it, and then I got busy and started working for Gavin, and it just didn't happen. So I'm hoping the next car I'm about to get, which if you're watching this, you already know what the car is. But at current time, the car I had shipped to Nashville that I was supposed to buy turned out to be a complete piece of junk. So I'm back to square one right now, trying to find the car. But if you're watching this, that means I found the car, and the next clip after I load it on the truck should be me with my new car. I'm definitely gonna miss this one. It's going to a good home though. It almost didn't, but that's a story for another time. There's the transport right there. I don't know if it's gonna get up on those ramps. How's it going? He's getting some pictures of it before they transport it. Very sad. Guess we're keeping the car a little longer. He said it's too low and it's not his problem. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to figure that out. So he's loading up the ramps right now. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll take the car home and figure it out. I guess the car is back in my garage now. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what to do in this situation. I called the buyer of the car, and I guess he's gonna have to figure out shipping on his end. The car's already paid for. Stay tuned, I guess. It is now the next day, and we are gonna see if the car actually goes today. So I have it transported. It's supposed to be to the same location in the next like 15 minutes. Apparently it might be the same guy, just with longer ramps. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous again, but gonna go ahead, get in the car, do the actual final startup, and then we'll head that way. never showed it on this channel. I'm gonna pop the hood, show you guys the supercharger. Here it is. Super clean car. I hate to see it go. I always regret selling my cars, and this isn't gonna be any different. I'm gonna regret this big time. I love the car. I appreciate Gavin for giving me the supercharger. I've talked to him about this already. He doesn't know I'm doing it right now, but I want to surprise him whenever I get the new car. But anyway, we got to go over to the parking lot, get this thing loaded up and sent off to the buyer, who I know is very excited to see this thing. It's like I beat the transporter here this time, so we'll see. Hopefully he shows up. Gonna do one last walk around while the guy's not here. Had this car for like a year and 2 or 3 months, and it's really the only car that, if money was no object, I would no question keep it. It's like the ultimate daily driver, pretty much 700 crank horsepower, 677 wheel horsepower, but it's just such a good car. It's never given me any issues. The more I talk about it, the less I want to get rid of it, but unfortunately the money's already in my account and there's somebody waiting on it. Like I said, he's very excited about it. It's going to a good home. He had a Mustang before, and he sold his to buy my car, so I know he's gonna be thrilled when he gets it. His was pretty much stock though. This one has quite a bit done to it. Obviously the injectors and the fuel stuff necessary for the supercharger, powder coated brakes, it's got the wheels, it's got stainless lines, all the lowering stuff, the splitters all around it, and obviously the supercharger kit, headers, GT500 spoiler. I mean, there's been a lot of time and money and TLC put into this car. I don't feel good about letting it go, but like I said, I wanted something different. I didn't have to do this, and it's just time to get one of my attainable dream cars, honestly. The past few years were really tough, and this past like year and a half, I've had opportunities and a lot that I'm grateful for, and it's given me a chance to feel comfortable getting this new car that I'm gonna be getting. And I also gotta give a big thank you to my fiance. She probably won't watch this, but if you do, without you, this wouldn't be possible. And I just appreciate your support and your understanding of my passions and hobbies. So anyway, next clip will probably be the car getting loaded up onto the truck. And then after that, I don't know, hopefully it'll be picking up the new car. We'll see. Back home again with the car. The transporter didn't show up, so I don't know if they're gonna come today or not. I don't think they'll do it on the weekends, but we'll see. So back home again with the car. This sucks. I wanted to just rip the Band-Aid off and ship it, and now it's like prolonging the whole thing. So, all right, take like 10. I just left work, came home early. It's like a week later almost. We have an enclosed trailer this time. I saw it with my own eyes. So we're gonna take the Mustang over, get it loaded up, and say our official goodbyes. How's it going?
Josh,
Nice to meet you.
well, something I need to know? Or?
No, not really. Nothing you need to know. This is it. It's crazy. Here we go. Of course, I have it all detailed, ready to go, and it's raining. Pouring down rain. Very happy it's gonna be in an enclosed trailer. Got a nicer truck towing it this time too. It's in good company with this cool Bronco. This thing's like perfect. I'm pretty sure it has a Gen 3 Coyote in there. There it is. Now I have to walk back home. I didn't plan this out very well. That's all right. Quick walk won't hurt. It's raining a little bit, but that's all right. Try not to think about letting one of my dream cars go. So here we are. Me and my buddy Zach are about to head to Alabama. Found a car, and it's pretty much the perfect car. I can't wait to show you guys. So we are gonna head down there. It's like a 2.5-ish hour drive. Once we're there, gonna test drive the car real quick, make sure it's good. If it is, everything else is set up, ready to go. Should be pretty quick. So yeah, we are about to head that way, and I cannot wait to show you guys the car.
Texting, you're not driving. Incorrect.
What about if you're drinking?
Kissed at the combination pilot Wendy's Subway.
Could be huge.
Could be huge. Sir, that's not a parking spot. What are you doing, dumb?
We are 18 minutes from the bank, about to get a cashier's check gonna ruin my bank account. It's been feeling good with the money in there from selling the GT, but that's all about to be over. We'll be there in 18 minutes, and after that, straight to the dealer, and hopefully it'll be quick after that. Got that check. 12:06. They closed at 12. Barely made it. Off to the dealer.
Bro's chilling.
Yeah, bro's chilling.
I'm sexy, so he's nervous.
Foul build. Sorry if this is yours somehow. Take off the louvers, take off the diffuser. Trash.
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 Garbage build, garbage car.
We'll see if this is the one. Hopefully it is, because I have the money.
You go through the front door, you moron.
Huh? This one's probably unlocked, hopefully. About to look real dumb.
Oh, nuts.
Dual catch cans is nice.
Duals.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks
Dude, it looks so crazy.
I didn't tell Gavin I was doing this. He doesn't know I sold my car and he doesn't know I bought this one, so I'm gonna FaceTime him. I'm recording. I might have done something. You wanna see?
I just noticed you're in a building. Yeah, I wanna see. Dude. No way. Is it final?
Huh?
It's done?
It's done.
No way, dude.
I sold my car last week and bought this one. This one's also Velocity Blue though. I'm in Alabama right now.
That's so cool, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's like a dream.
I bet, dude.
Yeah.
You have a nicer car than mine, dude. That's so sick.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, that's so sick. It's in the spec at least. The spec is sick.
The spec is awesome.
I can't even believe that. Congratulations, bro. I guess I've seen it coming a little bit, but I didn't expect it to be so soon. That's so dope.
Just driving home right now and taking a minute to think about it. It's just very surreal. The fact that I have this car, just a GT350 in general, is crazy, but the fact that it's in this color is insane. Just very grateful. The car's been outstanding. I've been in some traffic. Still have about an hour left on my drive, but it's been great. As you can see, I sold my Mustang GT. Huge regret. I should not have sold that car. You could probably tell from the footage that I was, second guessing it. At that point, the money was already in my account. I had the car sitting in my garage for basically 2 weeks, paid for, and I couldn't drive it. And it was just torture. And whenever I was loading it up on the truck, I knew that I made a mistake. I put so much time and money into that car. I'll roll some videos right up here from my TikTok showing you guys some of the stuff I did. There's essentially no stone left unturned on that car. I did brake lines, powder coated the brakes. I did full suspension with all the Steeda parts, full exhaust, Cook's long tubes with high flow cats, Corsa mid pipe, it was a double X pipe, and then I had a custom exhaust kind of made for the rear that my friend Poe helped me with. So we did the Corsa 3-inch resonators. He custom welded those to the OEM Mach 1 axle backs and the tips for that. I also bought the OEM Mach 1 valence and diffuser, which was actually functional on the car. I did the OEM GT500 spoiler, OEM ice white taillights, RTR side splitters, Performance Pack 2 style front splitter, Diodynamics turn signals up front. I did pretty much everything to that car. Ceramic tint, paint protection film, because the car had 4,000 miles when I bought it new. I did a full paint correction on it. I did a ceramic coating on it, did PPF on the spoiler, PPF on the side skirts, PPF on the mirrors, PPF on the deck lid as well, because those get scratched easy. Yeah, the car had everything. It was supercharged. Some of you, I'm sure, saw the video of Gavin giving me the supercharger for that car. Worst/best of all, the car was paid for, and I still sold it, and I regret it. I should not have done it. The GT350 was a dream car, and most people that buy those cars, or I'd say a lot of people that buy them, don't actually get to drive them that much. And I put about 10,000 miles on that car in about 6 months. And I never did plan on selling that car. That was supposed to be my forever car. It was what I'd worked for. It was the exact spec I wanted. That is such a hard spec to find. Basically what happened was I bought the car just before I got married. I got married, and a little bit sooner than expected, me and my wife are expecting our first kid. I could have kept the car. Don't blame my wife for this. She said I could have kept it, but I knew that after owning that car for a while and missing my GT, I knew that it probably wouldn't be the forever car that I thought, and I was losing so much based on how much I was driving it that I just knew it was time to let it go. And it was a hard decision, and I didn't have to, but I bought the car for $63,000, and I ended up selling it a few months later with different wheels, tires, and probably $5,000 in parts later for $59,000. So I took a pretty decent hit out of pocket, probably $10,000 out of pocket at least. And that's not even including tax that I paid too, so definitely even more than that. So yeah, I just knew I wasn't one of those people that's just gonna let the car sit. My Mustang GT that I've been telling you about, I had that car for a little over a year and put like 30-something thousand miles on it in that amount of time. I drive my cars, and I love driving. I'm not going to just let it sit. So I kind of had to make the decision, you know. I didn't have a car that could fit everybody in the family for when the time comes this summer, so I sold it, and I ended up taking the equity I had in that car and buying my truck, which is a 2019 F-150 Limited. I love the truck. It's super great. I will be showing a video revealing that truck and kind of talking about the whole thing and my plans with it. That should be my next video, and I'm going to be making a lot of videos on that truck as well. But I bought that truck to kind of do the responsible thing. Could I have bought a cheaper fun car and had it paid off? Yes. But I wanted to do that same thing with the truck. So the plan is I'm going to try to buy something fun again, or maybe my old GT back this summer, maybe in the fall. We'll see if the current owner of that car will sell it back to me. I really hope he does. All that being said, looking back on this footage, I'm mad at myself that I didn't film more and put it out there. I have had this channel for years, and I received a lot of hate comments whenever I was younger, and I would get fried online. And the truth is, I've been making content or editing content in some fashion for the better part of 10 years now. There's a lot of people that haven't been doing it that long, that are pretty new at it, and they're growing quickly. And sometimes I catch myself being a little bit jealous of that because I've been doing it for so long, and that's a dream for me. But the reality is they've been consistent. It is hard work. It's not necessarily, you know, super hard labor. It is very time consuming. The filming is something you have to be meticulous with if you want a good product, and the editing is the side nobody really talks about, and it takes a lot of time. I edit for the It's Just a Six YouTube channel, and sometimes I'll have sequences that are 8-9 hours of raw footage, and I'll break it down to a 30-minute video, and people are like, oh, it's a nice simple video. It wasn't. I probably got 20 hours into that edit, and that's the side you don't see. So this year I kind of want to focus on doing my own content and revamping my own channel, and I didn't feel like I could move on and do that without addressing what happened to my Mustang GT and my GT350, because there's probably some of you that follow me on TikTok or Instagram and know that I had the Shelby and are maybe wondering why I never posted it here. But the main reasoning is I was just kind of enjoying the car. I owned it during the colder season, so it wasn't ideal for making a bunch of videos of it. I wish I could have owned the car during the summer, and I wish I could have taken it on track. The reality is I could have done that, but I knew I would have just kept putting miles on it and losing value on the car, because if you drive those cars, you're just going to lose money on them. So if you don't plan on keeping it forever, then it's not really worth it. And like I said, my initial plan was to keep it forever, but things kind of change whenever a kid comes into the picture. And you know, having a kid's not going to stop me from enjoying cars. It's not just like something I have just to have it. It is a passion, and it has been for years. And there's some pretty exciting projects that I have planned that I'm going to try to accomplish and get done. I'm going to try to make some really high quality content with that as well. That being said, now you know. I finally got to show off the reveal. Shout out to Sage. He made the reveal video. That was something we had in the works for a while. We wanted to film with the Mustang GT, or I wanted to film with the GT as kind of a send-off, and then we were able to blend a transition in that video into revealing the Shelby, and it worked out perfect because the Shelby was the same color as my Mustang GT. It was awesome, and the video turned out great. I'm really happy with it. And yeah, I have a lot of good memories with that car. I sold it to somebody local, and I think he's been enjoying it a lot too. It's bittersweet for sure, but I did it. I accomplished that goal, and now it's on to the next thing. I think if I can get my GT back, I'll keep that car. That one I will keep forever and appreciate it, because it was the first car I bought myself that was nice whenever I actually had a little bit of money. And I might have to make a video in the future talking about how I kind of got to this point, you know, with what I do for work and all of that. There's been a lot of ups and downs. I definitely didn't think I'd be to the point where I'm at, but my problem is I'm always trying to get to the next step, and so I'm never satisfied, which is a blessing and a curse. I am grateful for getting to the point that I'm at and accomplishing these goals, and I think that I got the GT exactly how I wanted it, and I was ready for the next step. But now I know how much that car means to me, because it was with me through a lot of different phases and through a lot of different things. Like, I was in that car with my wife, and we drove around in it the night that I proposed to her. You know, there's memories like that that you can't replace. And cars are such a big part of my life that a lot of my memories live in the cars, and you know, that's something that I would like to maybe pass on to my children in the future or something, you know, or at least have it to share with them and make more memories. So this has become a little bit long-winded, but that's the story of how I bought my dream car and sold it all in the same video.